Hey folks, Country Prepper here again. Got a knife review for you today. Now I did a video partly on this knife last week. It was just to thank the guy that sent it to me. And so now I want to actually do just a tabletop review on it. This is the Schrade SCHF2SM Extreme Survival knife. Comes in a nice ballistic nylon sheath. Has a Velcro adjustable loop on it, belt loop. Has these holes in the bottom for running a cordage through to lash onto your leg. I don't really prefer it, so I just took it out. Has a nice big pouch on the front, and I'm gonna keep quite a few things in here. I keep ferro rod and let's see, got a wet fire in here and some jute twine. Cordage, but I mainly use it for tinder, and so you can fit quite a bit of little stuff in there. And has snap retention, which I prefer. I don't really care for Velcro. I don't like that, all the noise. But and then inside, this does have a plastic insert in there, so it doesn't cut the sheath as you put the knife in. But a pretty nice sheath. This is a hollow handle knife, but if you remember several decades ago, had the hollow handle, like Rambo survival type knives. Those were they were junk. Just to say it plain and simple, they were junk. This is not. This is one solid piece of steel, milled, and has the hollow handle here. The cap does have an O-ring on it, and it actually comes with this little tool kit to stick in the handle, and that goes on there to use as like a screwdriver. But for the purposes I use this knife for, I really don't have a use for those tools. So instead, and also this knife came, the blade was the same color as the handle here, had this coating on it, and I didn't care for it. It looked kind of bland and boring, so I stripped it down, sanded it. It came out pretty good because the Schrade still has that, the etching in there, still has the gray color, so I think it turned out pretty neat. Anyhow, so instead, in the hollow handle, I keep this little baggie with a couple of these cotton patches in it, one for cleaning and the other one's got oil on it to keep the blade looking nice, and I'll put that away later. Anyhow, the other thing I did, this has a hole for a lanyard in the back, and I made a lanyard like this because of the that handle is round. I mean, it fits pretty decent in your hand, but I have some problems with my tendons and my elbow especially. So what I did, I made this lanyard so I could slip that through there and up here, and then it sits in the swell of my palm. And so when I'm chopping, it takes a little bit of the shock out, and so it doesn't make my elbow hurt quite as bad. So just wanted to show you that in case anybody else has a problem like that and they like that idea. So anyhow, for the specs on this knife, it is 1070 high carbon steel, and that's why I have to keep the cleaner and the oil to keep that blade looking nice like it is. Otherwise, 1070 high carbon steel will rust. 5.6 inch blade, 4.7 inch handle, 10.3 overall, and it weighs in at 12.5 ounces. And like I said, it is one solid piece of steel. There's no no break in it at the hilt like those cheapos. I took this out on a prepper outing last weekend, kind of a survivalist type of outing, And I beat the absolute crap out of this knife. I used it to baton. I used it to, you know, I did some chopping with it, and you know, it actually, it can be used for, you know, making feather sticks. It's not the best knife for doing bushcraft, you know, tasks like that, but it will do the job. That's why it's considered a survival knife. So, and like most people, I want a survival knife to be able to strike a spark. So, there you go. It'll do it. And I have used this knife a lot. It has served me well. You can look at the spine there. I have really used and abused this knife, and it's taken everything I can throw at it. So I am pretty impressed. Schrade has really stepped up their game on their knives. It was not razor sharp when I got it out of the box, but the you know, that 1070 high carbon steel takes an edge, and it holds it very well. So that's it. That is the Schrade SCHF2SM. Price point on that is around 50 or 60 bucks for eBay or Amazon, about the same price. So kind of depends on the seller what you get the price for. So like usual, subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.